Hey guys, today I wanted to pretty much tell you something really cool that you might not know about me. I love heavy lifting. I have actually competed in some CrossFit and Strongman events, and that is my first passion really. My first passion is health and fitness. So if you know me, you probably already know that. But because I am a coach and I also run a gym as well. But I want to teach you how heavy lifting taught me money lessons, which is weird, isn't it? Like, how does that correlate? How does that actually reflect into finances? How does lifting heavy things like a 300 kilo yoke and carrying that on your shoulders, or lifting 200 kilograms off the floor, how does that correlate to money? I mean, if I was you, I'd probably be asking that. It's pretty simple though. It's pretty simple. And the first one is delayed gratification. Okay? Strength takes time. Building wealth takes time. There it is. There's a penny drop. Very good. All right. So that is one of the biggest keys that I could give you right now. I am 26 and it has taken me 8 years to build up a very small net worth, to be honest. And I could guarantee you that give me another 10 years and I'm probably going to be able to 10 times my net worth, maybe even more, maybe even 20 times my net worth. But the key to gaining lots of strength and increasing performance in strength is consistency and time. Okay? And that is the same with money. A lot of people, when they start out in strength, they say, okay, I want to lift the biggest numbers straight away. But that doesn't work like that. In fact, that's going to be a short way to injure yourself. And it's the same with money. You can't just go out and say, I'm going to earn the most. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to earn all this money in 2 to 3 years' time. You're going to fail. Okay, so that's number one, delayed gratification. You need to understand that it takes time and that it's okay that you don't have the results that you want right now. Because if you continue working on the process, which is the next part I'm going to go through, if you continue to work on the process and just keep working at it, then you will get the results. It just takes time. And the next part, like I said, is enjoying the process. Gamification, I like to call it. It's really big actually. It's not something that I've made up, of course. It's something that's really, really big, and there's even studies on it. And I've actually remember reading an article and listening to a wealthy man. I actually don't know the name of, in fact. It was in an article that I was reading, and also in a podcast that I have also listened to. And essentially this wealthy man, which apparently lives in this like massive $1 million mansion, things like that. Again, I don't actually know who this $1 million mystery man is because they didn't say a name, but the interview went like this. And he was asked, how was it that you were able to build this vast amount of wealth? And this was an interview that was like keyed in, and was the interviewer essentially was really, really excited because this man had never given an interview before in his life. And this man said that this interview was specifically going to be only for his children, and then his children leaked it to the media, which is really, really cool. So what happened is the interviewer asked this question, and he said, I'm not going to tell you. He literally just said, I'm not going to tell you. But what he did say was he's going to go and write his memoirs of how he built the wealth, and he wants the interviewer to write it up and give it to his children. And he did that. He took about 2 days to write up the memoirs, and this wealthy man who had $1 million mansion, who was set for life, gave the interviewer essentially his memoirs, sort of edited it. But the biggest key was that gamification was how he built his wealth. How cool is that? Gamification. He said that he always enjoyed the process. He always made it a competition or a game. No matter how small the task he had to do, no matter how big the task, he always made it so that he would enjoy doing the task. Okay, so gamification is huge, and it's the same with strength and money. You can't always enjoy what you do. However, if you create a competition around it, if you gamify it in any way, I can guarantee you that you will enjoy it more. Okay, and if you're enjoying it more, you will do it more often, and it comes back to that consistency. If you're doing it more often and you're more consistent, you will build wealth. All right. Okay, so delayed gratification, gamification. There's one more, and it's really simple one. It's grit and mindset. Okay, this is probably the biggest one that you need when it comes to money. Okay, especially if you're investing or if you're looking to build a big net worth. So your mindset cannot be in a poverty or a fear mindset. You can't be in that reptilian mindset of scarcity. Okay, because if you are, you will continue to be in that mindset and you won't be able to get out of it. It's the same with strength. If you do not, the biggest one I reckon is the deadlift. So let me give you an example. I was struggling to get to this 200 kilo mark. 200 kilos in my mind was like the be all and end all. If I could lift the 200 kilos, that would be it. I would be done. I would be happy with my strength goals and everything. And I set the goal to do that in 2016, and it didn't happen. And then I did it try to do it in 2017, and it didn't happen. Then 2018, and it didn't happen. And then 2019 came along, and I did it. It took me 4 years. 4 years after setting the goal, from going from 180 kilos in 2016 to 200 kilos, 20 kilo difference. And it doesn't seem like much. And for some people, 200 kilos isn't much. For some others, it is a lot. But the big thing is the grit and the determination, the effort that I put in over those 4 years. Yes, sometimes I fell off the bandwagon and I didn't train my deadlift for a good year and a half out of those 4 years. And that's probably one of the keys as to why I didn't achieve it sooner, to be honest. But if you were able to create that resilience and that grit, and you were invested in the share market, for an example, and decided I'm not going to care what the market does, I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to work towards it, I'm just going to keep putting money in it, then you will, over time, you will be able to do it. Okay, guys, so those are the top three: delayed gratification, gamification, enjoy the process, and then, of course, grit and resilience. You need to have the mindset, and I'll be doing future videos on money mindset and how to create that money mindset, because it's really important. But those are the three things that heavy lifting has taught me around money. Okay, really awesome to reflect that back on my finances and my net worth. All right, guys, so make sure that you like this video and subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you will not see future videos. So I want to make sure that I continue to keep giving you value, and I'm sure you want to continue to learn off of me. So I want you to make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you always get a notification for every time that I do a future video. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day. We'll see you soon.